everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I was having a bit of issues trying to get sorted and started on YouTube since, like I mentioned on Facebook, this is my first time going live. So I was trying to get started on my laptop and I couldn't figure it out. So I said, you know what, let's just hop on the phone and it's all good. I'll make it work. So, yeah, I'm so excited to be here, to be live with you all. I have been wanting to, get back on here for a while and just talk more openly and like candidly with you guys about what's been going on in my life. So I've started my own coaching business. I'm now doing like women's empowerment, mindset coaching, and just really getting you into alignment with all of the things that you really want in your life. I've been doing this for myself for a few years now. I went through some trial and error, so that's why now I'm like, okay, I know, how to kind of like steer myself in the direction I want to go, and I really want to help others do the same. So, for today, I wanted to talk to you guys about this whole thing of like the girl boss life, right? Where it's like where we're always grinding and we don't get the rewards until we prove ourselves. And, the only way for us to be abundant and be secure financially or emotionally, whatever, is to always be there to prove ourselves and bending over backwards and just like hustling, 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 working, 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 right? And I was in that mode for so long. And really, when I look back on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was really like killing myself. For what? To fatten other people's pockets. And at the end of the day, I was still not happy. I was still not in the jobs that I deserved and that I knew, I could do with my eyes closed when I was slaving and doing all these things and just like working so hard to make the money to get to where you want to be in life. So for me, where everything shifted was, I had a moment in my life. I'm sure like a lot of you, COVID changed my life. COVID really, you know, made my foundation crumble. And from there, I was able to like take a look around and see where I was and really take ownership of the things that I allowed myself to stay in, the jobs that I, allowed to just bleed me and deplete me. And I was like, wow, I don't I don't want this. I don't like this. I know things can be so much easier. And when I'm in alignment, I've seen it happen. You know, I really do believe in the law of attraction and manifesting. And I know that if your heart is in something, then it will work out regardless. You don't have to worry about the hows or the when or, you know, is this really for me? It's when you know deep down that, yeah, this is for me and I do deserve this and I know I can get it. And, I'll be happy when it shows up because when it shows up is the perfect time. That's when we start to really get in that mode of receiving. So for me, in the mode of girl boss and working hard and just always grinding and always looking like I always had the money, I always had the jobs, but really I was missing a lot more, which was the happiness, which was the fulfillment, which was the joy and just being grateful for what I had, right? So yes, I made some notes here because I wanted to make sure that I got everything and you guys had all the amazing information. This is really coming up for me right now because I was I was going through something and I was feeling like I was not. Hi there, India. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, exactly. It's really just being in the moment, right? And we're so often like just focusing on what's coming and planning, planning, planning for all of these things that we forget to look around and see where we are and see how much we've accomplished and just start dreaming about, what could be. So, yeah. That was me before in that girl boss mode, just like planning, planning, planning. I had my blinders on, but I was so oblivious to the things going on around me, the chaos, just the unhappiness. And I was unhappy. I didn't have feelings. I felt so like empty and I was just putting on this face, because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. Work hard, make your money, do everything perfectly so people can't say anything and to prove how worthy you are of the things that you say you want. But for me, I was noticing that, like, deep down, I wasn't really feeling worthy. Like, I was saying all these things, but deep down, it wasn't really matching. So I was out of alignment. And coming back to the 2020 and COVID, that's when everything shifted for me. I ended an 11-year relationship. I left a toxic job that left me crying and just feeling like, what am I doing with my life? Even though the money was good and I was saving up, trying to buy a house and like do all of these things, planning for this future, I wasn't looking around and paying attention to how I really felt. I was just pushing through and feeling like once I get to that end goal, it will all be worth it. But really, the journey is more important than the destination. If you get to your destination and you're feeling depleted and just low and resentful of the things you missed out on too because you were too busy working and grinding and making that money, then it's like you get to the end point and you're like, what was it for? I don't even feel how I thought I was going to feel at this moment. So it's like I wasted my time, I missed out on so many things that I could have done that I, would have loved. And so, yeah, it's really just about shifting your mindset from always having to work hard and prove your worthiness to trusting that everything that's meant for you is going to happen for you regardless. So why not have fun? Why not do the things that you want to do that make you feel good and light you up? Because when we do that, we're really just raising our vibration, we're raising our energy, and that opens us up to so much more. You know, um, I'm finding it's becoming very, very, very popular now. Very mainstream is law of attraction and manifesting and energy. But really, energy it's in everything. Everything is energy. And so it's very important for us to be who we want to be, start doing the things that we want to see in our lives, say the things we want to have happen. Because often I was saying, like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Like, I don't want to do this stuff anymore. And then I was just getting more of those things that were making me tired and the things that were like upsetting me and draining me. So that was a major thing for me to shift, was to start talking about the things I want, the things I want to see, the way I want to feel. And literally things changed so fast. Oftentimes it does take that experience, that situation that really just like rocks your core and makes you feel like I have nothing left to lose. So why don't I do this? Things can't get any worse for me. That's where I was. When did I said that? March 2021. I said, you know what? Like, I'm at my lowest right now. Things cannot get any worse. So let me just see what's possible. Let me see what I can do. And like I mentioned before, I was hustling hard, working hard to save up for my house. I was trying to buy a house like with my ex for I don't even know how long, for years. And the moment that I decided that that's what I want for myself and that I don't know how I'm going to do it, I don't know like the house yet, but I know it's going to happen and I know how I want the process to be and I know how I want, my relationship to be with my realtor and my mortgage broker. I wrote down everything. And I kid you not, I found my realtor in May. We looked around for a bit and I found my place in September. And I had the money, you know, I was gifted money as well to pay off some debts that helped me get this house. And it's like all these things, I didn't know that it would be this easy. I didn't know where the money was going to come from, but I just knew it's okay. I'm taken care of. This is what I want. And if I'm saying this and if I'm asking for it, then the universe has to deliver. So it's really just that, starting to shift your narrative, shift your mindsets, and really Start believing that you're worthy, believing that everything that you want wants you to. You know, we are literally here to live abundant, easy lives. We're not supposed to be slaving and like missing life and just working to fatten other people's pockets. These people at the top, they already know this stuff, okay? Like, this is not new information. It's just that a lot of us didn't have it. It's taking us now to have these experiences that lead us down this path to find this stuff and to start learning. And it's when our souls are ready as well. You know, it's when you're ready, when you're at that point where you're like, I know that I can't keep going like this. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but God, you know, universe, whoever you believe in, help me. Please show me what to do next so that I can live the life that I see for myself. And really that's what I did since I made my prayers, since I asked for the help. It's been nonstop help, you know, just nonstop situations that are just proving the fact to me that everything is okay. So why don't I just enjoy? Why don't I relax? Like, even right now, I'm in a different city. I'm sitting at an amazing hotel. I'm going to a really awesome concert tonight for free that I randomly got tickets for and I wasn't going to go to because I was thinking like, oh, well, the tickets are like a couple $100s. I don't know if I want to do it and like drive all that way and pay for a hotel and all this stuff. But like deep down, I'm supposed to be here because I got the tickets for free. I found an amazing deal at this amazing hotel. And also, I was gonna go alone. I was prepared to go alone. And my cousin is like, yeah, I'm down the street. I'll go with you. And it's just crazy. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to trust that everything is going to work out how it's supposed to. And it always does. Right. So I just want to make sure I'm staying on topic. Let me see what else I want to tell you guys. So, okay, grinding, 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 right? And that boss life. We have been so stuck in our masculine. You know, this is what we've been taught is that we have to work hard. We have to, you know, prove our worthiness to get the things that we want. But really, what I was lacking in myself was that feminine side, that receptive side, that knowing that I'm taken care of. And that if I'm in alignment, if I'm like, you know, asking and receiving and being open to situations, to chance meetings, to anything at all, then, you know, that's just going to continue bringing me to where I'm meant to be. And, you know, sometimes you can't even imagine what is in store for you. So that's why you just have to be open to it because, you know, our minds are so, I feel like they're so closed sometimes. You know, it's like because we don't see things, we kind of feel like it's not possible for us. But to me, it's like, well, because I don't see it, that makes it even more exciting because then I can create it. Then I can prove to myself that I can think these things, imagine these things, and even just say, you know what, I want this or something better and have that something better come along too. It's so empowering. It's so exciting because you're just like, if I can do this, what else can I do? Right. And it's all about that duality. You know, it's really important to have that masculine side and to have the self discipline and, you know, the self awareness to know that your actions have consequences, that the things that you say, the things that you do, they have consequences. So it's important to be in that, but it's also important to have the other side of it where it's that receptivity, that attractiveness, that allowance of, you know, whatever's meant for me is going to come to me, that flow. So I feel like in the beginning, it's a bit tricky to find your steps and to understand like how you really have the power to create your reality. You really do have the power to change your life. It's scary because it takes a lot of self-compassion to look back and to accept the fact that we've stayed in things way longer than we should have, that, you know, we've allowed our circumstances to dictate what we believe we deserve. Um, it's tricky at first to look at yourself that way and be so honest with yourself, but it's very necessary. And also, that part of self compassion is so important because we're all human. And I don't know about you, but I often need to do things the hard way. I don't like to listen to people. People will tell me, oh, you shouldn't do this. And I'll be like, okay, cool. Thanks for your input. But I'm going to see if it'll work out for me, anyways. And I'll do these things. And oftentimes it is like they say, but for me, I'm just like, you know what? I needed to know for myself. I needed to go through this for myself so that I can understand why it didn't work for me, and I can see how I can shift it and how I can change it and make it into something better, right? Or something that could work easier for me or for someone else. So I can tell someone else, like, yeah, you know what? You might not want to do that, and here's why. And I can give them examples. And I can say, now you have information, do with it what you want, but that's how it was for me. So that duality is so important, and also just shifting our feelings of shifting the stories that we've been telling ourselves. I feel like oftentimes we get stuck in these boxes of who we think we should be, and it stops us from doing a lot of things. Like for me, it's always been, I have to show up perfect. I have to show up and know exactly what I'm going to say. I have to show up and, not make a mistake. So it stopped me from doing so many things out of fear of looking wrong or looking stupid or looking like I don't know what I'm talking about. When really deep down, I knew all these things and I saw other people doing it, and I'm like, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. But for me, it was the fear stopping me, the feelings of not being worthy enough if I didn't have all of the information, if I didn't know it all before I spoke. So these stories are things that also keep us stuck and also have us feeling like we have to overcompensate and prove how much we're worth by working extra hard to do all these things when we really don't have to, So that's another huge thing that is like killing that girl boss mentality for me, is really feeling and believing that I'm worthy of everything that I say I want, and that I don't have to kill myself to get it. I don't have to work hard and, slave at a job or stay in a situation that I don't want to be in anymore to get this thing. I know that if I want it and it's for me, then it will be easy, and I'm not going to have to sacrifice too much, to get it. So even being here on live, it's scary. Yeah, I was scared. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I know that even if no one shows up, then I'm doing it for me. And that says a lot. I'm showing up for me. But really, I know that so many of us deal with these issues. So many of us feel like the things that we want, maybe we don't deserve, or we have to do a lot more to get it. But that's not true. Yeah, so today, where am I today? That's what I'm going to end on for you guys. I've been going almost 20 minutes. So where I am now is that I've decided to just rebuild my life from the nothingness, right? Rebuild from like crumbled foundation and just strengthen it even more. And hold on a second, because it just got here. Hey. Hi. I'm doing a YouTube live. Yeah, but I'm just finishing up. Anyways, you can come on in. Yes. So this is my cousin who's coming to the concert with me. I'm talking about the end of the girl boss life, right? And having to work hard for everything. So, yes. Let me just finish this off for you guys. Oh, India says hi. Yeah, one of the viewers.
Oh, you're on the thing.
Yeah, one. Okay, so let's just finish off now. So, where am I today, right? So, it's that rebuilding my foundation and really trusting and believing that I am worthy of everything that I'm asking for, that I do deserve these things. And it can be easy. If I ask for it, then I know that as soon as I make my ask, as soon as I think it, it's already on the way. And I just have to trust that it will get to me in the perfect time, that everything will happen as it's supposed to. And it's either going to be a blessing or a lesson, right? Oftentimes we might get into a situation that will lead us into something better, but we get so stuck on that negative situation, on that thing that we didn't want to happen, that we're not seeing the bigger picture and trusting that maybe this is helping us to speak up more, or maybe this is giving us the courage to go after the things that we really want. There are so many reasons behind everything, and we just have to be open and pay attention to the signs and the lessons and use that to empower us and to, kind of catapult us into where we want to be, and trust that we are worthy, that we do deserve all these amazing things, and that there's nothing wrong with dreaming big or wanting more for yourself. When you do these things, you show others what's possible, and you're also just like raising the vibration of the world. When we're living in our truths, in harmony with the universe, with the earth, then things kind of have a way of working out, right? Things will seem like they're just falling into place. You're just getting these amazing opportunities out of nowhere. And that's because you're in alignment. That's because you're trusting your gut. You're trusting what you really feel in your heart is good for you, and everything just works out in the end. And yeah, that's all I want to say, is that it's just so easy to start living a life of ease and attracting. Honestly, it's like this whole trip out here, it was just amazing. Oh, thank you so much, India. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make some more videos like this, because this is really what I'm going through right now. It's what I'm feeling. And oftentimes I feel like, well, no one wants to hear this, but really, this stuff happens to everyone. I'm not alone. You're not alone. If you just need to hear one other person saying what they've been through to know that it's possible to get to another place, then that's, I did my job. That's what I was meant to do. So, yes, you're going to see more of me, maybe just coming on live and just like talking when things come up for me, or doing an actual video. But yes, girl boss life is dead. Now we're just getting magnetic and just attracting things and having fun living life, and just being open to the opportunities, to the meetings, to the people who just bump into you on the street and say, "Hey, I love your dress," or "Hey, I really like how you did your hair," or something like that. All of these things are not by chance, and it's probably what you need in that moment to pick you back up, to give you that motivation to keep going. So I'm going to end by letting you guys know that I'm actually doing a 6-week course. I want to launch the second week of August. This course is all about becoming magnetic. It's about rewriting those stories that we have for ourselves that have been keeping us stagnant, keeping us in these places that we don't want to be anymore, and just shifting our narratives, shifting our perspectives. And I'm going to be giving you guys the tools to do that. It's going to be an amazing container. I really want us to be a community and to support each other in a place of like love and compassion. And also, I'm really excited to see you guys change your lives, right? So even if you decide not to join the course, don't worry. I'm still going to be doing other videos on here. I really want to start teaching more and just sharing these things that I've been going through and how I've managed to overcome them. So yeah, just look out for more videos from me. And if there's anything specific that you want to see, any topic, or any questions that you've had, please leave them below. I can definitely make a Q&A video. Maybe I'll just make a post on my community page and ask again for questions. And yeah, that's it for this video. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking your time to, spend this 25 minutes with me. And if you missed it, let me know if you're watching the replay or if you're watching live. And what was something that you learned from this video? And also, I want to know what's something that you want to start manifesting or seeing more of in your life. Leave a comment below. If you're not subscribed already, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.